Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. For those of you guys who are new here, my name is Mon, and I apologize for the harsh shadows. I only have the overhead light in the room, and so yeah, pretty harsh shadows. But I recently bought a tarot deck and a lenormand deck. If you watched my previous video, you might have heard me say that I don't have a lenormand deck, but now I have one. Yeah, so I thought I should kind of unbox these on camera and show you guys the artwork of both of these. I don't know what the full deck looks like. I bought this literally 2 days ago and I've yet to open it. So okay, I'm gonna start with the lenormand deck first. This is the fairytale lenormand. 38 cards, and there's also a guidebook in here. Back. Nice tin case. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so this is the, oh my gosh. This is the guidebook. Oh, that's so cute. So there's an introduction as well, and then it goes into the cards. The cards. The back design is like this. They also have the corresponding playing card written on the card front. Oh, there's two of these. I wonder if there's like two different messages. It's 29. Oh. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, at the end of this, I'll probably also do a deck interview with the cards. So this was the fairytale lenormand. Onto the tarot deck. So this is the box that it comes in. I also show like some artwork at the back. I really hope y'all can hear the birds. But there are keywords on the cards, and I've never actually had a tarot deck where there are keywords on the card itself. So I got this. Ooh. This is the book. So I guess in the guidebook, the description just matches whatever's on the card, I think. I don't think the cards are in order. This is the back artwork. Oh, that's so weird that they have the cups and as it cups and swords cards start with 2, and then the wands and the pentacles starts with ace. Those were the tarot cards. I think I'm gonna do a tarot interview in a bit. I might also film that. Hold. Okay, now we're at the part where I do the deck interview, which I found very interesting because I haven't really done a first impression deck interview in so long since I haven't bought any new decks. So the questions are sort of inspired by light ones and like a combination of my old questions. Previously, I used to only ask 3 questions, like who are you, like your first impression of me, and how can we bond? And this is kind of like a little bit more than that. I'll have the questions that I used for this on screen. And as for like the interview itself, I guess like if you're into tarot, which I'm assuming that's why you're watching this video, if you're a tarot reader, you might know each deck has its own like personality per se, and this deck interview sort of also helped me like learn the deck's personality as well as take a good look at the artwork. I apologize if you guys can hear my laptop in the background. But you know, I did show the artwork as I was unboxing, but I wasn't like looking at each and every detail in the deck. You know what I mean? And like doing tarot readings can help you like look deeper into each question. I love this tarot deck, honestly. 2 of the questions are, how do you describe me as a person and how do you describe me as a reader? I feel like those 2 are kind of a little different. Like who you are as a person and who you are as a reader can be a little bit different. And the deck describes me as the Page of Cups for how do you see me as like how would you describe me as a person, and the High Priestess as how would you describe me as a reader. And personally, I feel like that is like the highest form of compliment I can get if you like describe me as a High Priestess in terms of being a tarot reader. But yeah, most of the decks that I own, okay, this might not make sense if you don't own any decks, but a lot of my other decks have a very older personality per se, for lack of better words. They have like, if they were personified, they would be like older people. But this deck really feels like a younger person. Like the deck also describes himself as a younger person. I really like that. Also, I don't think I mentioned this in the video, but the cards are a lot more sturdy. Like they're thicker than my usual decks. So, yeah. And then we move on to the Lenormand deck. The guidebook itself, it's quite true to its name. Each card, like they have the keywords, the corresponding playing card, and then it like has a little bit of like fairy tale stuff, or like other like fairy tales across different cultures that they have drawn inspiration from in like the meaning of the card, or like sort of relate to the card in like different meanings. Like one example I can give of is like the lady card, which there are 2 in this deck, where normally there's only 1. And for this card, it's like they have one that's like a princess and one that's like a peasant. And then in the description itself, they kind of like talk about how in fairy tales the princess character has a lot of influence and then like the peasant card is like more of like Cinderella in a sense. Like that's kind of how they describe it. So yeah, this deck is also really interesting. Like this deck is very, I tell you what you need to hear more than what you want to know, which I find that very interesting, because while there are other decks who also like say that in some sense, it's not like how they would describe themselves as a whole. Like, but with this deck, the key description factor, I guess, is like, I tell you what you need to hear kind of a thing. And like for how do you describe me as a person, I thought it's kind of funny that I got the garden card because it's the card number 20 and I'm 20, and I felt like that was a very literal description of how the deck sees me. But yeah, overall this is really interesting. I'm really excited to like work with these decks. Okay, I've just interviewed both decks, and yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Thank you guys for watching this video. I have never actually posted any other tarot related content, so I don't really have any other videos to redirect you guys to, but I will leave a few other videos in the description box if you guys would like to check out my channel. But yeah, please give this video a thumbs up if you like this, subscribe if you like too, and yeah, I post videos every Saturdays, 11:30 p.m. Singapore time. And yeah, do stay tuned for next week's video, because if I'm not wrong, it will be the vlog that I actually buy this. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Bye!